Hi everybody, Andrew Cherin, attorney at law. I'm a personal injury lawyer in Seattle and I represent people who are injured in car accidents. And today's topic is bad road design. So what is a bad road design and how does it affect a personal injury case? A lot of times a bad road design case comes up because of a car accident. So where two cars collide, there's someone that's at fault, and during the police report, there's usually some indication that someone had some view that was obstructed or didn't see something or some other way. Or a lot of times this case can come about when the person that caused the car accident doesn't have enough insurance and there's some indication that there's something wrong with the road design as far as someone can't see something, usually on the part of the defendant. So normally as the plaintiff, you're looking for ways to go after the defendant who caused the car accident in ways that that they may have caused the car accident. So you're not going to look at defenses for them. But in these situations where the defendant doesn't have insurance or enough insurance, which can sometimes be the case, especially in serious injury cases, you have to look at all avenues, and sometimes that could be a poor road design case where something caused by the city planner, or the state, whoever has control over that road design, did something wrong. They didn't take into account something, and that risk is not reasonable. It's an unreasonable risk that causes more harm than good. So sometimes a road can be designed in a way that causes more alleviation for traffic and causes less congestion from a busy street to another busy street to ease congestion that way. But where a street is pushed onto a residential street from heavy traffic and or from no traffic, not to alleviate anything, the city has a lot more of a burden to show that the reason why they created that design was for a benefit, and that the burden of having that was not a cause of the car accident that would outweigh the benefit of it. So a lot of times there's studies that show that how many car accidents have been in the intersection, what the how the rate of the high injury in the intersection, and etc., to figure out whether that was actually an unreasonably dangerous intersection based on the congestion of traffic, how many cars go through that intersection, the severity of the injuries, etc. So there's a lot of things to look into when you're looking into a poor road design case. Some of these poor road design cases come from triangles where it's like one major street goes into another street, which also coincides with another street, creating this triangle where there's two major streets crossing maybe a less common street that filters into another street, like a residential street, which causes a high degree of uncertainty of the speed of traffic going from one street to another, which could cause a serious injury car accident. And the city over time didn't take the right precautions to change that road design, get rid of that street, or etc. So now these days the city is trying to get rid of those triangles, those little streets that intersected, which once used to be a normal grid type design for residential streets, and they had more. The population in Seattle has gone up so much because technology has been getting better, more businesses are coming here, the the city's booming, and when they have to try to redesign these neighborhoods because all of a sudden you have a lot of people in these areas, some of these streets may not exactly fit, and it's actually causing more harm than good and causing more danger to what should be residential streets now, which used to not be residential streets because of how compact the city is becoming with the population. So the city has a duty to look into these streets, and especially where there's high incidence of car accidents or serious injuries, to rectify those streets and fill them in, create maybe parks, or to just create better walkways, sidewalks, crosswalks, etc. on those areas. But if you've been in a car accident, these cases are tough to go after these type of situations, but they're possible, and it's sometimes the reward outweighs the possible burdens of going after it that way, because there's no insurance on their side. So you go after these type of cases, trying to see if there's something there, read a little bit more into the policy, what's happened, what the city's done, what they've been thinking, And have they known about this? How long have they known about it? And why didn't they change it before you got in your car accident and got injured? So these are things that have to be looked at. My name is Andrew Cherin. I represent people that are injured in car accidents, and if you want a free consultation, I give those. Please feel free to give me a call. My number is 206-850-6716. And to learn more about personal injury car accident cases in Seattle, visit my website, www.lawcherin.com.